The first round is all about the headlines of 2016, so let's remind ourselves of some of the year's biggest stories. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump were the two most unpopular presidential candidates in history. For many Americans, it was like trying to pick between a punch in the face and a kick in the balls. Both are terrible options, but one is clearly worse for future generations of children. In the end, a TV celebrity with super white teeth who's always saying controversial things and pays no tax has been elected to high office. I just feel this is my time. In June, the British public were asked to decide whether we should stay in the EU or leave. To put that in context, that's the same British public who kept Honey G in X Factor week after week. Right, let's get started with some questions. OK, first up, Donald Trump famously branded Hillary Clinton Crooked Hillary. But what were the nicknames he gave to his Republican rivals Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio and Jeb Bush?
Oh, hello.
I need all three for a point.
That's what I would do.
Man, you got to write tiny.
You really do.
OK, next. It wouldn't be a big fat quiz if we didn't have the children of Mitchell Brook Primary School performing one of their unconventional school plays. Have a look at this and tell me what news story they're acting out here.
All about Newcastle. There are no seats. Why are you sitting on the floor? This train is too busy. That's why we should have all the trains. You are a liar. There are lots of seats. But they're for other people. We want to sit together. You can sit here. Why did you sit on the floor? Oh, no!
I can tell you that is not Fidel Castro. So you've got to tell me what news story they were acting out there. Britain voted to leave the EU in a referendum. On the morning after the vote, what did a jubilant Nigel Farage demand?
Demand?
He demanded.
Demanded?
Oh, yeah. The day after. OK, next question. In a bid to improve the image of his company, Sports Direct boss Mike Ashley took journalists on a tour of his warehouse, but he was filmed pulling out of his pocket something whilst at security. What was it?
Yeah. Yes. Trainers, no.
OK. Our final question in this round. It's over to Professor Green.
Ah.
Hello, Jimmy. 2016 was a huge year for casting a vote, but there was one poll in particular that really caught my attention. A competition to name the UK's new polar research ship was launched, and the winning name was announced as Boaty McBoatface. But thankfully, that wasn't the name they decided to go with in the end. Nope. Can your teams remember what they called it instead?
Oh, what do you think? What is this? What boat was it?
What boat was it? It was Boaty McBoatface.
That was it, with a boat.
It was an actual boat.
That's the answer to the question, is what you're asking now.
It's name the boat. You can't go.
Which boat?
Was it? What was the boat? Just tell me the name of the boat and I'll name the boat.
No, but was this a boat on water or was it another...
What kind of fucking boat do you think it was? It was a gravy boat. It was a scientific research gravy boat.
Oh, I love a gravy boat.
So
Nice, a gravy boat, but you go to sea in a gravy boat and it won't end nicely because A, you'll get gravy all over you, and B, it'll sink.
All right, you ready for some answers?
Yes, mate.
OK, excellent news. All right. So first up, I asked you the nicknames Trump gave to his Republican rivals. What have you put, Romesh and Mel?
We put, for Ted Cruz, put Father Ted, father. Marco, Polo. Bushy, Kate.
David, Sarah, what did you get?
For Ted Cruz, we've put non-gay Cruz. Well, that's it. No, it's just not gay. That's the main thing.
Non-gay Cruz, right? Good.
That's all they're saying. All Trump is saying is that he's not gay. It's not a reference.
And then for Rubio, we've got Rubio's Cube. See what we did?
Oh,
yeah.
that's good.
Because he's a bit of a square. No.
That is good.
And then for Jeb Bush, we thought 70s Bush. You know, just because it sounds fun.
It does sound fun.
Thinking back to, you know, happier times.
Yeah.
When you were allowed to have pubes.
You're still allowed to.
Sarah,
It's sort of
don't
shunned.
No, it's come back in.
Is it come back in?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God for that.
I have a pair of shorts down there. So I have hair shorts. Seriously, if you imagine what's going on here on Romesh's face. Oh, sorry, Dad. I can say those things.
Oh, look at Romesh's little face.
I had no idea that Mel's vagina was Sri Lankan.
OK. What did you guys get, Rob, Richard?
For Lion Ted, he called him Lion Ted Cruz.
That's exactly right, yes.
And then
1 point.
for Marco Rubio, he called him Little Marco.
That is exactly correct.
And then, this isn't as catchy, but he called Jeb Bush, he called him Low Energy
And not
all
Ronnie
the time.
Corbett.
Not Ronnie Corbett. Because Jeb Bush isn't funny.
Well, you are 3 for 3 there. Exactly correct on all 3. Fine work. Fine work.
Strong.
So you did a lot of Trump trolling, didn't you?
I'll troll him from time to time, sure. Yeah, not a fan.
I tweeted him, right? He didn't reply. I tweeted him, but honestly, this is what happened. My timeline blew up with Trump supporters sort of replying to me. One of them said to me, "Go blow a goat, you curry-munching prick." And do you know the worst thing? I was eating a curry. I was like, Jesus Christ, is he in the garden? What the shit's going on, man?
It could have been worse, though, if you'd been blown a gun. You saw the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School. What do you think they were acting out?
Jeremy Corbyn on a train.
OK. Rob, were you... Richard, were you aware of this?
Yeah. We straight up fact Corbyn on the train floor.
Well, pretty well. Romesh, Mel, did you get this?
We did get it.
we did.
Mel crossed out because she said this is so boring, this answer, but it is actually the correct answer. It is...
Yeah.
He
Corbyn.
pretended... Corbyn.
You say. Corbyn.
He
Present. Yeah.
Yeah. He
Pretended to know. Go. Say.
He
Said
pretended...
have no seat. You say.
He didn't have
Didn't have a seat.
on the
Quicker, Romesh. Quicker, Romesh.
on the train.
The train.
Well, well done, Romesh, there. You really nailed that. I asked you what Nigel Farage demanded the morning after the EU referendum. What did you put?
We
Dead
put dead Poles and Asians.
You think Nigel Farage demanded the next day dead Poles?
Yeah, and then I reckon he
Asians.
put them all on his dining table and he ate sushi off them. Like a big celebration of what he'd achieved. What a bellend.
He clearly didn't ask for that. Rob, Richard, did you get this?
That all laughter cease. Sushi, a helicopter, and mercy.
Just in case it's the correct answer, he did say... this wasn't a demand, though, but he said, you all laughed at me when I came in here, but you're bloody well not laughing now. That's my Farage. And...
That is uncanny, Rob.
Thank you.
That is
I've studied
brilliant.
it.
I'm not sure if uncanny means what you think it means. OK, well, that's not right. That's not right. Did you...
We think he demanded his life back.
He did say that, but he didn't demand that.
Isn't that in the tone, though?
Oh, well, take a look at this.
June the 23rd needs to become a national bank holiday, and we will call it Independence Day.
Is that demand or just a lovely off-the-cuff suggestion?
You've gone surprisingly right-wing this year. OK, I asked you what Mike Ashley pulled out of his pocket when talking to journalists on a tour of Sports Direct. What did you put?
We put Nazi memorabilia. Because that's never good to fall out of your pocket. That should always be, like, in a secure bag.
People immediately jump to conclusions, don't they?
And sometimes you just look nice in the hat, you know.
OK. Rob, Richard, what did you get?
Sort of a co-production here. Some of it I can't read.
Oh, the first one's an effigy of Satan. But I didn't start with the capital.
Shot in the dark, I said a bag of eels.
Yeah, eels, bag off. And biscuits, because that would be gross.
Eels and biscuits. That's not the answer. Romesh, Mel?
We put a massive wad of cash.
A massive wad of cash. Well, let's have a look.
I'm just going to look at the trophy. I'm answering it.
Yeah, no problems.
A lot of cash there.
A lot of cash? Yes, I've been to the casino. I don't, please, right?
Yes, Mike actually was on a tour of his warehouse, telling the journalist how great he was to his staff, and then just, yeah, there you go.
And then, in explanation, it's all right. I'm not dodgy. I've been to the casino.
OK, finally, Professor Green asked you the name eventually given to Boaty McBoatface, and there's a clue. It wasn't Boaty McBoatface, Mel. What did you put?
Janet.
Was that a guess?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? I don't mean it. What I mean is, they pretended it was going to be a democracy. They pretended they were going to call it Boaty McBoat. You know, they were going to call it whatever the people wanted. The people spoke, and then they dicked on it. So do you know what? Screw whatever they called it. They're full of shit, and I hope the boat sinks. For them not responding and listening to the people. I hope it's sink. Fuck off.
Rob Richard, what did you think Boaty McBoatface was called?
Well, I don't think this was a good idea, but it's correct, this answer, and it is what the people voted for. And again, I am shocked that they decided to go with HMS Romesh's dead dad.
I'll get through.
Although that would be quite an honour.
I can tell you that is not the answer. David, Sarah, what did you go with?
Well, we thought that it's we thought it's actually named after David Attenborough.
I thought maybe Shitty McShitface. Like, maybe they just ramped it up a bit.
I can tell you are 100% right with the first half of that. It is the RRS Sir David Attenborough.
Yeah.
Well, it's all there.
It's cute.
OK.
Oh, he's kicking off.
What's he kicking off?
I just think it's a dreadful name for a boat.
I'm 100% with you. It's an awful name, isn't it? Janet is a great name.
Yeah.
Until it sinks. A lot of people have, 12 seamen have gone down on Janet. Sounds awful.
Why? Worse than Sir David Attenborough?
12 seamen have gone down on Sir David Attenborough. Sounds... I hadn't thought it through.
My favourite episode of Planet Earth.
OK, so at the end of that first round, the scores are... Well, David and Sarah have 2 points. Romesh and Mel have 2 points. In the lead so far, Rob and Richard with 4 points. Join us after the break when we'll be asking more questions than Keith Vaz's wife.